You're just a you, and there's Jim Glock, as we say. Same word we use for wood. What are you doing lingering around here anyway, human?
Brutilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she?
And they a lovely sight up there, all in a row. Strung them up myself, I did. Each of the little darlings. A sweeter sight I couldn't ask for. I never did much care for the turf myself. I'm more of a caretaker, you see. The world's a wild place, unpredictable at best. But here, upon these gallows, there's peace, calm. I keep the order, and my little ones stay in line. Condemned in this life, perhaps, but when they come to rest in my nooses, their sins are washed away. These aren't thieves and murderers and traitors, you see. After I've laid them to rest here, they're pure as angels. My little angels. Most of them, yes, but that's far from my only order of business. Our great Queen Grachilda is no stranger at getting her claws bloody, and she'll not hesitate to pluck out a pair of eyes what looked at her sideways. I handle all the dreaming dears when she's done with them all the same. Whether they're my little ones or hers makes no difference. I'm happy to bring them here to rest among me and mine. It should be an honour. Where ought we to start? Paulie came first, the little rogue. A human he was, and Grachilda ordered him hanged while Jarl was out on the hunt. He was the first I got to tuck in myself since coming to this town. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. The fussy little dear didn't want to go to sleep. No. Kicked and screamed, he did. But he started to calm down a bit after I strung him up, as I knew he would. And soon, he was fast asleep. Oh, my little Tierno. He was a sweet one right from the start. A thief, I think he was in his last life. But he accepted what was to come easy as pie. The guards handed him to me, limp as a doll and shivering with fright. I strung him up nice and slow, so as not to worry the poor dear. Gunnar, you mean? He was one of Grachilda's. After some impertinent question or other, I believe it was. Impertinent questions. A plague among we orcs they are, ending more death than horn rot these days. Well, Grachilda dispatched him, but it was I who collected the great heavy deer and strung him up here. Grachilda said he'd be a wound to the others, but I think he's a great addition to the family, to boot. He does look a lovely sort of pale green colour, don't he? Like a dusty ancient jade. Beautiful.
Send Grachilda over the edge, does it?
Who'd have thought the greatest threat to the Immaculates would be one of their own?
What are you there? Tell me, how's your vision? Any ailments in the liver or spleen? Lost ones are everywhere these days, after all. I am a servant to the goddess, of course. One of the first among her enlightened in Rivellon, and certainly the most devoted. I've scoured the region for unworthy souls, and am quite efficiently cleansing the land of lost ones great and small. How much better the lost serve her as bone automatons. My expertise as a necromancer is unmatched, you know. I've a success rate is nearing 99%. They end up with their brains a bit, well, scrambled. You can find such a fellow opining over skulls somewhere around here. One of my more harmless false steps, I think.
I could do with a cold drink.
Need 'em and weak, you amateurs. You look like a discreet
Sodden all the way to my boot soles.
Hey, you! Stranger! Over here! You look like you could use a leg up against the competition. Isn't that so?
Goddess is with me, I can
Where's
feel
the
it.
innocent you
Nothing
try?
more than a humble trader, my lord. There's always plenty to go around after the raising of a village. I collect a bit of it and bring it to market. Tenebrium's awfully valuable after all. No reason wares of this caliber ought to rot in some coffer.
With pleasure, my lord. Why, my lord, I wouldn't dare steal from the All-Mother. A grave crime, that'd be. No. I simply pick from the loot she hasn't quite noticed yet. Doesn't miss 'em in the least. This I promise on my honour as an orc.
Withholding loot from his so-called All-Mother. Interesting indeed.
A bit of information well kept in our back pockets, I do
What
believe.
is it that you
I
so
could do with a
enjoy
cold
about
drink.
death?
In the market for some premium gear, are ya?
I'm getting the peace I need from serving the goddess. And like Cyseal, let the lost die that we may live. Look, there. Again, the lost one struts by.
By order of the All-Mother,
You aim so low, Ogma. Think of all the little dears you could have if you took matters into your own hands.
arcane texts of every kind. Get them before they turn to ash. Who knew vermin could harbour such useful relics? Sharing them thunder.
Gruntilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
By order of the All-Mother, huge discounts on magic portables.
Anything and everything left behind by vermin after we exterminate. And I must say, some of these roaches have mighty fine taste. The All-Mother chooses first from among the spoils, and the rest she grants to us to use or turn to profit.
Say, let the lost die that we may live.
Well. What do we have here? Human reinforcements. No need for a supple young kitten like yourself here. My rats will find the villagers in no time at all. Do you pretend not to know me, child? Surely you stare into my left eye each time you admire the full moon. But play coy if you will. The All-Mother called me here to find a certain tiny herd of sheep missing from her flock. The wolfish shepherd woman, she. I am world-renowned for my ability to search and to find. Why, you might ask, feigning ignorance so that you might hear more of my lilting voice. Rats, kitten, rats are always the answer. There's no hole they won't find, no stench that can deter them. No, there is no hiding from a rat, and so there is no hiding from me. I raise them, train them, lead them. I am their king, and my subjects will find those hidden villages in no time at all. Lost lands, yes, flee the slaughter. Naughty. I'll give them quite the spanking when my rats whisper to me where to find them. Yes, perhaps I'll get my fill of my own private punishments first and foremost. The All-Mother believes those villagers, being the one-time servants of the wizard, will know how to find him. Or at least how to break the enchantments shielding his house. Wicked enchantments, are they? Our mother, yes. And we do suckle from the teat of her goodwill. No wonder so many of us starve. An iron fist in an iron glove is our Gruntilda. She doesn't tolerate failure any more than I tolerate a spring nymph stealing glimpses of me during bath time. No, Shira, I say, you'll get your fill at the God's Day Festival. What? Do I look like his secretary? And even if I were, with my head in a tight little bun and my toilet ready, the old mother doesn't share her every concern with me, you know. No, those she whispers to her pillow at eventide, when only the feathers come here. Something must have startled them. Was it you, traitor? What did you tell them? I swear, I can explain!
Brutilda doesn't
See
tell
how
you a
these
thing,
rats
does she?
labor.
We're waiting to fight
Even the
final
lowliest
battle.
beast
The
bears
time
a
is nearly
loyalty
nigh.
utterly unfound in the so-called highest species.
Sodden all
Smiles
the way
a
to
crooked
my
smile
boot
and
soles.
rolls his eyes. Extolling the virtues of rats strikes him as supremely silly.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
Hey, come on. Can't say I'll blame ya. The old mother selected this stock herself.
Serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost die that we may live.
Feeling hot under the collar?
Even Mermaid leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
By order of the Old Mother!
Feeling hot under the collar.
Discounts on... Oh, my augure's flame kindles at your approach. In the market for some magical artifacts and scrolls, are you?
Even Mermaid leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
This boredom is killing me so slowly, I wish it came with a knife.
Even Mermaid leave behind a worthy scrap or two. What are you calling? Oh, you got fucking such a fraud, don't you? I know what trying to get There's no reason to keep ignoring you, but there are no costs. Screw yourself, lost in this. What are you calling?
Anything and everything left behind by vermin after we've exterminated them. And I must say, some of these roaches have mighty fine taste. The All-Mother chooses first from among the spoils, and the rest she grants to us to use or turn to profit. You may think you'll get away with raising deceit, but you won't. Those bloodstones are ours, and we
I'd
will
prefer
have
to
'em
drown
back.
my sorrows with ale.
By order of the All-Mother,
I suggest you examine your own.
discounts on magic.
Your laptop Garrick is missing. Is he?
That. You may not know what it is to be trusted. You do know what it is to be obeyed. Garrick is a son of the mountain, and he never betrayed.
And you trust so readily in the feeble hearts of foot soldiers. How very quaint.
I warn you, woman, do not cross the sword clan of Tanneroth.
Or what? You'll beat your chests and howl about avenging the seventh moustache of Alfred Moonwolf. Ha! Without Still, you are nothing.
By order of the All-Mother, huge discounts on magic. Well, by the boot soles of Burl Boonhammer, what have we here?
Another human in Hunter's Edge. State your business, whelp.
Hail, Immaculate. By the sickle of Tyr Gutgouger, I'm glad to see another human face here in Hunter's Edge. Not yet another misshapen orcish snout.
if you fancy keeping that human face of yours, I wouldn't take my cues from the chief of the Mountain Apes. I may have sworn to refrain from carving my name across his back, but yours, I do believe, is free for the taking.
Regular ray of sunshine, ain't she? Don't let her manners fool you, though. Her disposition may be dark, but her wit is bright. Bright and devious. Believe me when I tell you that she's plotting against us as we speak, and would have long given the order to spill our blood if she wasn't leashed by the orders of the conduit herself. But by the shield of the Stormbringer, she'll not outfox the sworn brothers of Tanneroth. And I sincerely hope she won't outfox the likes of you either. You belong to the Silverglen tribe, I take it. Thought you were all holed up in Highbehind, but it pleases me to see some of your number have come to Hunter's Edge. Yes, an outsider not as yet distrusted by the Orcs is exactly what I need in the matter of the missing bloodstones and the matter of the wizard's house. But let's talk in my headquarters over yonder, for by the beard of the Bear Slayer there are too many green ears around here.
I wish there were other boxes around here.
I told you it was a mistake to get all the women alongside the men. What a stupid thing to do.
Hey, Conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my fever.
Then go and find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? I'm after Tilda. And I do hurt Tilda if I wanted to show she's back the head off after we're done.
Let's see those cars. Check these copies out.
There are countless rats inside this hole, waiting to be lured out at the slightest temptation.
Sir, can I?
No, you cannot.
Boy, I haven't even asked a question.
By order of the All-Mother, huge discounts on
There are countless rats inside this hole, waiting to be lured out at the slightest temptation.
Shut your mouth and go get some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right.
I'm from Silverglen, Flatlander. Ain't got the rot, have you?
Finally, I ate some bloody spares again.
Open with 5 big ones. What are you, a beggar? I'm warm another
Hey,
10 to the time.
you'll not get a peek at these prisoners without Jarl's permission. What's going on in there ain't for the faint of heart anyway. What are you up to, sneaking around here? Got a soft spot for those damned to the rack, do you? Well, unless you've orders from Jarl himself, scram! Or you'll be next in line. A son of the mountain am I, and a blood brother of Jarl besides. Chief placed me in charge of guarding the hatch to the prison cellar. Knows I won't hesitate to split the throat of any man or orc who tried to come or go without Jarl's say-so.
Then go and find yourself a sheep if you're so overheating here.
May your sword never sully, and your shield never shatter.
After we're done.
I am Jarl Woodokson, father among brothers, son among the mountains. Me and mine hail from the snow-capped heights of Tanneroth, the very thrones of the world. Our lives are devoted to the hunt. Every town and every city we find, we plunder and burn and put to the sword. Sacrifices are they all to the might of the mountains, tokens of reverence to the power of the peaks. Gods we have plenty, of war, of death and of victory. But now, a goddess we have too. Aye, we have seen the workings of Bloodstone, and loyal are we to she who unites in blood. By the teeth of Kiel Wolfjaw, as Immaculates shall we rule the world. The Conduit asked us to do what we do best, invade and destroy. She set us on our way with a store of Starstones, ready to be charged, and once made into bloodstones, sent to you folks in the mines of Luculla.
We didn't know Grutilda's dogs had beat us there by a half day, but no matter. There were still plenty of strays to be caught and bled by the time we arrived. Now all that's left is finding a way into the wizard's house. The conduit's looking for something inside.
Now we're here waiting for further orders from the conduit herself. She's gone into the Phantom Forest nearby, but we expect to hear from her shortly. I only hope we'll have the matter of the missing bloodstones sorted by then. I'll not have a soul saying we of the mountain failed to follow through.
The Orcs? No, I respect their warlike nature, for it's like ours. I respect their lust for slaughter, for we share it with them. I respect their loyalty to their leader, for I am likewise respected by my brothers. But when push comes to shove, I'd flay them all, wear their skins, and never rest until the very last one of them lay at my feet with my broadaxe nestling in its belly. Why, you may ask? Why hate them when you and them are so alike? I hate them because we are alike. I hate them because I know ours is a hate they reciprocate with blazing fury. Like two dragons are we that must share a single lair. Can't be done. Sooner or later, talons will rise and fire burst forth until one is victorious and the other's flesh is used to celebrate the victory. So it is with the Sworn of Tanneroth. And so it is with the Orcs of the Wild. One day the battle must be. One day we will feast or be feasted upon. Grutilda is worshipped like a goddess by her troops, and she rules like a deity too. All-knowing, all-powerful and merciless. She's smart and ruthless, truly an opponent to be feared. Exactly the kind of opponent I like. The conduit was wise to go to the Orcs with promises of allegiance, for they are a force that few in Rivellon can withstand. But she also knows that the pact cannot last. She's well aware the Orcs will eventually go their own way, be they sworn Immaculates or not. She needn't fear them, of course. The conduit is constructing an army of warriors even the Orcs behold with dread. But it is we brothers of the mountains that may have to bear the brunt of their onslaught when things go sour. Grutilda knows the pact was never meant to last. She understands she's being used as a battering ram, as a tool to breach the gates and clear the path to triumph, only to be discarded by its operators when the true prize is in sight. She knows, and she's plotting her revenge. I can see it in those feral eyes of hers. She's surrounded by her elite. She whispers poisonous orders in the ears of her vile rat herder. No, it's no coincidence all her bloodstones have gone missing. By the hammer of Fjord Alkmount, I just know she's planning a nightmare. For her dreams are our terrors to suffer. And with the Spinebreaker at her side, it's a terrible nightmare she's concocted. Aye, an orc so vile it has taken rats for pets. They swarm about him like fleas do the rest of his kind, but even they eye him with disgust. Nevertheless, it's my belief that unlike the other males among the Orcs, he's no fool. He's a spy, a discoverer of secrets. Right now he's looking for the lost wizard servants, and gods protect them if he finds them. We would merely kill him. That rat lover, on the other hand. Where we go, death is the horror that looms behind us. Where he goes, death is a mercy always out of reach. Grutilda's hulking, horrible dog. Built like a brick house and with a mind as black as pitch. There's no indignity he wouldn't inflict on any man, woman, or child his mistress marked. Grutilda stores him above the tavern and sends him playthings one at a time. A sentence worse than death. I don't know much about him, to be frank, and I don't care to. The conduit says he's in possession of an artifact she needs, which is why we've been trying to gain entry to his house. But by the boots of Arlak Trolltramper, The key hasn't been forged yet that will unfasten the magical seals that encase that bedeviled sorcerer's abode. The deal is this. When we attacked Hunter's Edge, we and the Orcs had the village completely surrounded to ensure no one could escape. The plan was a good one, for only some blacksmith and his wife managed to flee after their little demon of a pet bit an Orc's arm off. The wizard and his servants eluded us, but we know that the servants at least are still hiding somewhere around town. We need to find those damn people so they can tell us how to gain entry to the wizard's house. My men have been searching the village non-stop, and the Orcs have put their rat herder on the job. But we also have some surviving villagers holed up down in the cellar. An Orc torturer, courtesy of Luculla, has been trying to find out where the servants are hiding, but has no finesse whatsoever, and almost instantly kills his victims. We've offered to do it for him, but Gruntilda remains adamant he's the best of the best. Maybe you'd have better luck, though, if you're up for a spot of torture. The Bloodstones are the reason we came here in the first place. The conduit has need of star stones imbued with human blood, so she can create her Death Knights. Both the Brotherhood and the Orcs were given their share of stones, and we filled them to the brim with blood, then stored them for the conduit to collect when she returns from Phantom Forest. Last night, though, someone raided this very building and disappeared with our stones. They were being guarded by Garrick Giantbane, a son of the mountain had in trust with my life. Gruntilda says he ran off with the Bloodstones, that he is a betrayer to the cause of Immaculates. But I know this to be untrue. The Orcs stole the stones. Of that I'm certain. Gruntilda is hatching some plan, and we'll all be in dire straits indeed if it comes to fruition. Those stones make her powerful. Too powerful. We need them back. But every Orc eyes us peak dwellers with suspicion. That is why I ask of you to find proof. Proof that it was an Orc that did the deed. Once I have it, I have a reason to assault the Orcs without risking the wrath of the conduit. She'll not stand for theft among Immaculates. So find me that proof, and we'll slaughter the Orcs together.
This wizard must be Xandalor. Thankfully, these bloodthirsty brutes haven't found him yet.
Let's hope we catch up with him before they do.
This is all so pointless. There isn't even anything like wood garden in here. Under there.
Feeling hot under the collar.
Wooga spotted something. This is taking bloody ages. I need a drink and a breather. You there! The armory's off limits, you hear? Take another step and you'll be looking for your teeth at the end of a rainbow. Hey, conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
Let's have another round.